first generation Peddinghaus Record. I got this years ago for not much money. It's from before Second World War. The guy that sold it to me told me his granddad got it out of some Wehrmacht barracks. So yeah, what I like about it is the swivel base. So if I don't need it, I can rotate it away and then I have all that space available. Plus I can clamp in stuff like so and work on it, and not just like this way. So I really like that. So time to take the Peddinghaus apart and clean it. Yeah, it seems to have been used for woodwork mostly, so that's good. Oh yeah. Good shape. And the screw also in good shape. Lot of dirt. So these are the felt wipers. Yeah. Still good. Alright, so now just some cleaning with the scraper and then it goes into the parts washer. So that's how much crap we got off. So it's all cleaned up and it looks like mill scale still on there, and the blue paint, except for some small spots, is completely gone. So you can probably invest a lot of work in cleaning all of this up. You see all those nicks here. Yeah. I need to think. Look at this weld. I need to think about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna straighten the handle in any case and stuff like that probably too. Maybe if I find some blue spray on paint, I'm gonna give it a paint job. But don't think I'm gonna do a lot of cleanup. I mean, you can really file a lot and grind a lot of stuff here if I really want. For this weld, man, I think I need to clean that up. That looks really bad. Really bad. Yeah, but you know, I have all these things here which I think are original from the factory. So yeah, serrations look really good, handmade, hand hammers. You can see they are all different. So this thing is really old, probably 100 years or 90. So yeah, I need to think about what to do, how much I want to invest in that. Yeah. So for full swivel we need to enlarge these slots a little bit. Put the bolts in and the nuts, and it's of course Whitworth, half inch. What else could it be? So it's time to paint the static jaw and the dynamic jaw, and I got some old glossy blue like the original Peddinghaus color, similar at least, and I did the masking off camera. I hate masking things off, but did it, and especially that one. So without further ado, let's start. Looking good. Gonna put on a second coat tomorrow. So, making the fourth ear. Found this old jaw insert handmade from an old Vise I made new jaw inserts for. And it just has the right thickness and everything, so we're gonna cut the shape out and then weld it on the base. Oh yeah. Oh. Nice. Huh? Looking good. Looking good. Oh yeah. Nice. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Looks good. Looks good. Let me show you guys the whole thing. Yeah, just need to fix the hose and the thing is finished. Yeah. Okay. .2 drilled in. Looks good for these two. And now I can mark from underneath where I need to enlarge this one and where to drill that one. So we are going to tap those two, bolt this all tight, and then we can do these two. Good. Nice. So guys, I made a mistake. When I put this pattern on, I measured this distance and that distance, and it's the same, and it's still the same. But I forgot to check this and that one, if that is the same, and it isn't. So it didn't fit. It didn't fit. So I drilled the good holes from 13 to 14 millimeters, and this one also 14, and I had to make it a little bit egg-shaped, unfortunately. Yeah. And this one had to be enlarged in both directions, not only in one. And I even did a little bit too much. But that's what the washers are for. They will hide that. So yeah. But now we can set it any way we want. So that's finished. Really stupid mistake. That's how it is. So in hindsight, these round holes aren't really centered. They are a little bit more to this side, on this side even more. I should have made these a little more a slot in this direction on both sides. Then I wouldn't have needed to make these so big slot. Yeah, that would have been the best way to do it. So slot these more, slot these less. Oh well. That's how it is. That's how it is. So I drilled a hole and tapped it to M8. We still have a little bit of play here. So I wanna... It's too big for my lathe, so I need to sand it. So no contact here and there, where it got pulled up from welding. Otherwise we get good contact now. Oh yeah, that's rock solid. It's really solid now. So guys, I had planned to mount the plate with 4 M10s through the original mounting holes, put a washer here or two and then put the table on top. And I got the hardware, everything good, but let me show you. The 10mm holes, they don't line up. As you can see, doesn't work. Did work for M8, but won't work with M10. So the new plan, which I kinda just realized what I can do is I'm gonna drill M8 holes, I'm gonna drill and tap M8 holes into the plate, matching these holes perfectly, and then I'm gonna bolt it from the bottom with M8 screws. So that's the new plan. So that's finished. Probably need to sand that before painting, but that turned out really good. Yeah. So that's how it looks. Yeah, it's glossy. I kind of forgot to paint this corner here. I don't know why, and we got a runner there, but from over here it looks good, and yeah, now we have that gap in the border closed. It looks good, huh? Yeah. So I'm not 100% happy with the original clamping design. So these Whitworth bolts, they sit in here and they prevent turning by hitting the side, and that's about it what they do. And they were kind of mangled already because they get pulled into the slot, and I was thinking about a washer, putting a washer beneath, but it's really close. You don't have much clearance here, so normal washers are already too thick. So modern designs have a steel bar going the whole length here. That's one thing I could do, but the problem is these slots aren't machined in properly. Like, you have a lot of distance here, and when you go over here there's not so much, which is no problem with the vise because the vise also has some play. So yeah, but with a steel bar I don't know if I'm running into troubles with clearance sideways here. So for now I'm thinking either make a custom whole length washer, because the washers tend to get into they slip and fall in, are crooked. So I was thinking of making a custom washer that sits in here, and I will have to machine this down a little bit or file it down a bit because that is too thick. That together must only be 13 millimeters max. So I got me some different materials I can make this from, which weren't too expensive. And another way, maybe I'm gonna go metric. So I got these bolts here. I don't know what they're called. Forgot the name. So if I press them into the round hole and then fire this off, they are probably wide enough to sit there. But maybe there's also again the problem that the difference between here and there is gonna mess things up. So I'm gonna try around a little bit and I'm gonna film the important steps. So that is the plan. I'm not really happy with how this feels. It doesn't feel too good. So let's go modify this that it fits into the base and then enlarge these holes because they're kinda at the right spot. So yeah, I'm not really happy about how that feels. It doesn't feel good. It feels you know, they bind up and everything. So yeah, let's try modifying this one here. So now we have that thing mounted. Let's tighten it up. Alright. That is not, you're not moving that. I'm not moving it at all. So now that we know that works, we're gonna make it from thick metal plus stainless. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. So, time to put it back together. Let's grease that first and put it through the nut a few times so we have as much grease on as we need. And we have the spring. So now, and that washer. Now this is where the pin goes, so it goes that way. I feel like I want to grease the spring a bit so it doesn't rust. So it goes in like that, and that goes in like so. in. Come on, man. Yeah. Alrighty. So the problem is the washer. So you have way more compression now. That's probably not good. Thing is the spring doesn't even go to the front. It gets stuck before that. That's not good. So that's it. Now the workbench is really finished because now it has a vise. And I also fixed the gap there. And yeah, turned out really well. So if I don't need the vise, I just put it like so. It's the resting position. Or if I want to work on like something sticking out and I want to cut it off or so, that will work fine too. And when I need it, I just turn it around and I can use it. So I also have all the space here. So yeah, that's it. That is now really finished.